Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Hey, so in my previous video, I talked about what are some of the steps to prepare your indie game studio. I talked about creating a company, reserving a domain name, a hosting, and I want to expand a little bit more on that video because a lot of people ask me, so Dilmer, how do you handle creating a website, creating a game, doing marketing, and creating videos for your games? And on this one, I want to specifically focus on what would it take to create a landing page, and what are some of the things that I actually done to create a landing page, and maybe save you some of that work and that research that goes into that. So the first thing is, it's not that difficult, and I'm gonna show you a little cheat that I use. If you go into Google and you type in HTML5 free templates or HTML5 landing page templates, you're gonna find a ton of free templates online. So if you're not a web developer, that might be a little bit difficult to create, a landing page from the very beginning. But if you're not, there are a lot of systems as well online that you can use to create those automatically. I'll post some in the comments so that you have them as a reference. But once you find a landing page solution, there are a couple options. So the one that I use, and I'm more on the developer side because I really like control. So the one that I use for hosting solution, I use DigitalOcean. So you can use DigitalOcean, you can also use AWS. You can use HostGator, I used in the past. So they have their advantages and disadvantages. DigitalOcean is pretty cheap. I think I pay about $5 a month for all my websites. So the hosting is really cheap and affordable. For the domain name, I mean, you can go, Google has, I think it's pretty cheap through Google. I use GoDaddy and it's about $9.99 or $11.99 per domain. I know that they have specials, like if you buy your first domain, it's about 99 cents. So you can go that route. So for the landing page, once you find a template that you like, you pretty much all you're doing is customizing it to your brand. So some of the things that I do is, and you can see the one that is in the back, that's my landing page for my games. Is the first thing is people want to know who you are and what do you do. So I have my name on the landing page. I also have a little bit description of some of my skills. Or somebody goes into my landing page, they want to know, okay, who is Dilmer? What does he do? And then what is some of his work? And that's what I use Dilmer Games as an entrance for people to know who I am and what my brand is. And also some of the games that I've been working on. So the first thing that you want to focus on your landing page is, okay, so who are you and what is it that you're offering? So you can see on the very top of the page, I have most of my games and they're easy accessible. And then right below, a description about me. The other thing that is very important, and that's how you're gonna grow and get awareness, is you wanna have a subscription button and text box right on the main landing page, because you want to keep people in the loop about what are you doing. So why is that so important? Well, it's very important because as you create content and you start getting more awareness, you're gonna start collecting emails. And I don't like spamming people with information about my games, but the people that find you, they're really particular and they're really target. So if somebody finds you and they put their email in that text box, that means that they found you because of a reason. There was a question that they needed to answer. So as a brand, you want to make sure that you're sending them information that is valuable for them. Make sure that you don't use that to advertise and spam them every day. There's nothing wrong with letting them know that you're gonna be releasing a game, but instead of sending them an email directly and saying, okay, I'm releasing this game, make sure that you're including valuable content, and the release of your game is maybe on the bottom of the email, and you wanna do that with everything that you do. So yeah, so create a landing page, make sure that you use it as a portfolio. You have a subscription button as you know in the very beginning. And then as you create more and more games, you're gonna be updating this site to make sure that people know, okay, so Dilmer Games, he's creating more games, he's adding value. So we want to grow as a brand, and a lot of people that I know in the industry, they, you know, I go to conferences and they give me their website, and I go to their website, it hasn't been updated in a decade. It also looks pretty old. So that's another thing. You want to make sure that this is something that you do on an ongoing basis. So for me, I use it as a way to track everything that I've been shipping. So that's why you see, you know, I'm kind of running out of space on the very top because I have way too many games. So I combine all the versions of Cubics into its own tab. So, but it doesn't matter. You can structure it the way as you grow. Then definitely you're gonna make this much better. So yeah, so a landing page is very important, very critical. Make sure that you have responsive design into it. So if somebody's looking at your landing page in a mobile device, it looks great, and also the same way for desktop. So that is also very important. The other thing that is very critical to a landing page and a domain is that Google recently released changes to their SEO algorithm, and they made a requirement that all websites should have SSL security attached to them. And so that's one of the things that I did. I make sure that I had a certificate on every one of my websites because I want to make sure that my ranking is really well when people are looking for my website in Google. So Google will score you if you have an SSL certificate. That would actually gives you point towards the search results. So make sure that you do that too from the very beginning. I will put that information in the description of this video so that you know which services I'm using. I'm actually using an SSL open source solution, which is free for every single one of my websites, and it's really easy to get set up. So thanks again. I hope this was helpful, and I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you.